Travel Talk, where our expert magical memory planners discuss ways you can have fun, memorable, and stress-free family vacations.
Hello, and welcome to Travel Talk. This is an exciting episode because it is finally January of 2022, and we are moving on, and travel is back. We have just had so much interest in travel. Our agency has seen that pent-up demand. People are ready to get back out there. And so on this episode, I thought I would talk about what people are looking to do in 2022, maybe give you some ideas of what's popular and what's going on out there, and just kind of get us back into travel. It's back, it's exciting, and I'm just really looking forward to this year. So let's talk about it. Okay, so I want to talk first about the thing we're seeing the biggest growth in, and the area that we've seen the most growth in and looking into 2022 is cruising. So we've seen two cruise lines really take off for us. Royal Caribbean and Disney Cruise Line have really had the most popularity for us, and it might have a lot to do with their safety protocols. So I just want to talk about that briefly. So Royal Caribbean and Disney Cruise Line, as well as really all the cruise lines at this point, require all adults to be vaccinated in order to cruise. And so that's one of their biggest safety protocols. And then there's a little variation on the younger sets as those vaccines have become available. So for Disney, at the time of this recording, because things always change, the children 5 to 12, 5 and up, are required to be vaccinated in order to cruise on Disney Cruise Line. And for Royal Caribbean, I think it's still the 12 and up are required to be vaccinated. But we're just seeing a lot of people finding that those vaccine requirements make them feel comfortable. We've had lots of agents cruising recently, and they have come back with great information. So if you are looking to cruise, we can definitely help you with that. But they've, shared that the service on board has been amazing, the cleanliness has been amazing, and the experiences have been fantastic. So if you're a cruiser, if you're vaccinated, that might be a great vacation option for you for 2022. There are actually sailings available to book out through 2023 right now. So it is a great time to plan ahead. Royal Caribbean has been running some amazing sales, and Disney has brought back their half-price deposits for select cruises. So definitely a great time to think about a cruise. And in light of what's the situation right now, the ships have really not been full. So you could really book a close-in cruise too. So if you have a last minute January, February, March, maybe you want to do something in the Caribbean, you want a short, quick getaway, there are some fantastic options on Royal Caribbean out of Port Canaveral, out of Miami and Fort Lauderdale, 5 nights or less, Coco Cay, perfect day, which is really absolutely accurate. They named it perfectly. It is a perfect day at Coco Cay. You can get something like that and book that for early January, February, March, and be able to pull something like that off really quick, as long as you have all your documentation ready to go. So just something to think about. If you got the winter blues, that's the way to solve it. Get on a cruise and get down to the Caribbean. So the next area we've seen a lot of growth in is our all-inclusives, what we call the sun and fun in the Caribbean and in Mexico. And so that's been a really great option. Of course, vaccinated guests can travel anywhere, but there are definitely some options in the Caribbean for unvaccinated guests as well. So those are great options. There are 3 countries in particular that are really friendly for everyone. And so we can definitely help with that. And we're just seeing a lot of people who are not ready to cruise yet. And also because cruising really didn't pick up until like mid 2021, that we're looking for those vacations. And so we've seen really a growth in the fun and sun and in the all-inclusives in the Caribbean. We work with lots of different companies down in the Caribbean. So it's hard to say which one is the right fit. There's a large variety. Dreams Resorts, Beaches Resorts, Charisma Resorts have great options for families. Sandals and Secrets and some of the other Charisma properties are perfect for couples. So there's really, all different properties across the board, but lots of great options for traveling into an all-inclusive in the Caribbean. With travel international, of course, you do need to test to come back in the US. As of right now, this could change tomorrow, but as of right now, you need to test 24 hours before flying home. And the great thing about this is that the resorts in the Caribbean have really stepped up and they are totally able to handle really whatever the US government throws at them. So whether it was 3 days or 1 day, they are able to adjust and they get that testing for you done on resort, complimentary in most cases, at the resort for you. It takes a few minutes out of your stay. When we traveled to the Dominican Republic, we had our appointment. We basically got off the beach, grabbed our passport and the documents that we needed, headed to the room where a medical professional was there to do our testing. I think it took no more than 15 minutes because of the appointments. You're just really in and out. And then we got our test results and everything we needed to fly home without a problem. So they're really up to date on all of that, even though the regulations on the US end can change. We don't have too much concern about that because the resorts have been really great. Now, there are some resorts that don't include complimentary testing or don't provide testing on site, and we have not sold those properties. The properties that we have been selling and that our families have been visiting are the ones that have taken this very well and are able to provide exactly what you need. So be confident in that. And, there are just so many options, in between the islands and Mexico that are great options. So reach out if that's something you're thinking about doing. If you have questions, we've been traveling, we know the answers, we'll be able to help you. And we really see, like I said, a shift, especially those that love to cruise but aren't ready to cruise for any variety of reasons. All inclusives are like your next best thing. So something to consider. If that's something you are looking to do, we would suggest our tip of the day today is to make sure you get your passports dusted off and make sure they're ready to go. Check your expiration dates when traveling to the Caribbean with passports. They need to be valid for 6 months after the trip. So I just renewed mine. We're planning to go to Mexico in June and my passport expires in January, but it's right at that 6-month mark. I really didn't want to have an issue. It's valid for 10 years. So I just went ahead and got that renewal in now so that I have a fresh, clean, ready to go passport and I don't have to run into that last minute changes. The passports come back anywhere between 4 to 6 weeks. You can expedite them and sometimes they take longer. So you just want to get that piece of the puzzle done. Once those are done and ready to go, you can jump on a deal, you can jump on any option and you're ready to roll. So get those passports ready and head to the Caribbean. So let's shift a little bit to domestic. For some people, domestic travel is the way to go right now. And we see a huge amount of domestic travel, huge, huge, huge. So we're going to wrap up things there with domestic travel. So our first big seller of domestic travel is Universal Studios Orlando. They have done a fantastic job. Things there are hopping. They are one of the most stress-free theme park experiences that we know of. One of the reasons is because of their unlimited express pass. So 3 of their premier resorts have unlimited express pass included. And that is, exactly what it says. It's an express pass line that you can get in for almost all the attractions, and it's unlimited. It is not scheduled. You don't have to pick it. You don't have to find it. You just take your express pass and you get in the express pass line and you go through. Such a fun vacation. They have 2 theme parks. A lot of people don't really realize that sometimes they have the Universal Studios Orlando, and then they also have Islands of Adventure. And people sometimes go, well, I just want to go see Harry Potter. Well, he's in both parks. And in order to get between them and see them both and ride the Hogwarts Express, you need a park to park pass. So don't forget that. But you could definitely spend, 3 to 5 days in Universal Orlando between the 2 theme parks and their amazing water park, Volcano Bay. Super, super fun. I love the tropical vibe. The hardest thing there is all the rides have these amazing, South Pacific type names. And I have really hard time remembering the names of all the water slides. I've got a few of them down, and my favorite ride there is Krakatoa, and I've got that one down. It is like a water roller coaster. It is so fun, but they offer a tapu tapu so that you can tap into a ride line basically, and then go about your business, whether you go to the lazy river, the crazy river, the wave pool, or any of the attractions that don't currently have a line, or could get something to eat or lay by the pool or lay by the wave pool there in a recliner or whatever. And then when it's time to get in the line, your tapu tapu will vibrate. And then you have some time to get over to that ride. And then the ride wait is much shorter. So they have some amazing water slides, the wave pool, like I said, what we call the crazy river and the lazy river, such a fun water park and just such a fun place to be. So between that and the 2 dry parks, everything is in super close proximity. If you're staying at one of those premier resorts, you can walk to the theme parks from your hotel. I mean, it's like a 3-minute walk from Hard Rock Hotel to the entrance of Universal Studios. It's incredible. So if you want to take a break and spend some time at the pool and then come back to the parks in the evening, I mean, all of that is so easy to do, which really makes it such an easy vacation. And you're not wasting a lot of time on transportation if you're staying at one of those premier resorts too. So it's a great value. If you have a shorter vacation period and you just want to get in and get out, that 3 to 5 day trip can totally be done at Universal, and it's fantastic. So that has been a great option. And they have some of their great events coming up this year as well. Mardi Gras is already on the calendar. So that's going to be happening in the springtime. They have a Mardi Gras parade. It is family friendly for Mardi Gras. So that's something that everyone can participate in, and it is super fun. And then at the end of January, they have Rock the Universe, which is a 2-night Christian concerts. They are until 1 a.m. and that is included with your Rock the Universe ticket. Super fun activity as well for families and teenagers and stuff. That's I believe the last weekend of January. So, just some great stuff going on there. Great option and is very popular. The last thing we want to just touch on real quick is Disney World. I don't know if you've heard, but they're celebrating their 50th anniversary. So their 50th anniversary started in October of 2021, which was exactly 50 years after the park opened in October 1st of 1971. But it is not a 1 day. It is not a 1 week. It is not even a 1 year celebration. It is an 18-month celebration. So the 2022, the entire year will be the 50th anniversary celebration of Walt Disney World. So that is going to continue on. So you haven't missed it if you didn't go in 2021 or, in October. So there's still plenty of time to experience, and there's so much going on for the anniversary. So we see that they have 2 new shows, fireworks shows. At Epcot is Harmonious, and at Magic Kingdom is Enchantment. So those are super awesome. New technology, new music, of course, new fireworks shows, but just like a whole new way of doing a fireworks show. So those are both really unique and fun. There is, of course, special food and beverage, because nothing happens without special food and beverage at Disney. So one of the fun things we had when we were there is they have a 50th anniversary lemonade for the kids. And they have this little, it's like a figure on the side that you put in the cup. And they serve it that way. It's like a lemonade with this little figure sitting on the side of your cup. And then when you get it, you dump it into your cup and stir it. And then it goes from just like a yellow lemonade to like this pink shimmery lemonade. So super fun, stuff for adults as well. Of course, all kinds of desserts and cupcakes, special meals, special event meal type things. So at the California Grill, they have a special 50th anniversary dinner up there with like a special prefix menu. So lots of really, really cool food and beverage options. You've got to get them all, and you've got to put them all on Instagram, because that's what you got to do. So super cool stuff at the 50th anniversary celebration. So you have all year to do that. So now's a good time to get that booked. Not to mention, which I wasn't even going to go here, but I'm just going to throw it in because it just came to mind, that the Star Cruiser opens. If there's any Star Wars fans, the Star Cruiser opens in March. So this is a 2-night, 3-day sort of like all-inclusive cruise experience on the Star Cruiser, except for it's in Florida. We have lots more info about that on our website and things as well. So I won't go too far in that direction, but just to mention that is coming up. There's availability for booking from March through the end of September for 2-night stays. They have specific sale dates because everyone arrives together, has the experience together, and then departs together. So there's a little bit of a storyline, a few little surprises. It's a really cool way to live your Star Wars story, as they say, because you will make decisions and interact and get notifications. And then based on what decisions you make, what you participate in, who you help, will kind of influence your story. So that is a really cool experience for Star Wars fans. And like I said, that opens in March, and we have availability for booking through the end of September. So we expect to see extensions of that as well coming, but for right now. And then I also want to just talk briefly, in addition to the 50th anniversary at Disney World, we have some exciting things coming back. And this has really been all of 21 is like, this is coming back and this is coming back. And it's just so exciting to see things coming back. So some of the things that are coming back in 2022 to Disney World, really one of my favorites are the tours. So we've had the VIP tours, the private VIP tours have been available. So if you were looking to do that, you can do that. That is a 7-hour tour with a party of 10 with your own guide that takes you through Walt Disney World, kind of like you own the place. You get to walk around and go on all the rides, and they just guide you right into those lines. And it is fantastic, not to mention their service and all the tips and all the things they know. And it's super cool. But that is a great way if you want to, experience Walt Disney World as a VIP and not really have to wait in lines and, just really have that high-end experience. The VIP tours are available. But what's back is the other tours. So these are other things in what we call the Enchanted Escapes collection. And so they have several tours that are back. So I'm just going to touch on a few of them. So this is starting February 6th. The tours are back. You can book them ahead. In fact, you have to book them ahead. The first one is in Magic Kingdom. It's called the Keys to the Kingdom tour. I've done this tour. It is so fun. If you are a Disney nerd, if you love everything about Disney, the Keys to the Kingdom tour is for you. It's the better part of a day. I think it's like a half a day tour. It includes lunch, but you get to do all the things that people don't normally get to do. So they tell you the stories behind the rides. And really probably the best thing about the whole tour is you get to go into the utilidors. So those underground tunnels under Magic Kingdom that, are kind of everyone knows they're there. No one talks about them. And they're what legends are made of. So you can go into the utilidors and you get to see kind of that behind the scenes, how the Magic Kingdom functions, as well as some of the history of it and some of that backstage. So super fun tour if you are a Disney nerd and really, love to see the mystery behind the magic kind of a thing. So the other tours they've opened up are all at Animal Kingdom. So these are for your animal lovers. There's a bunch of different ones. Several of them are about an hour. And then there's one that's longer. So let's just touch on those real quick. So Caring for Giants is about elephants. Up Close with Rhinos is about rhinos, and Savor the Savannah. And those are 3 tours that are about an hour. Savor the Savannah is really a meal out on the Savannah in the Harambe Reserve. And you get to hear a lot about the animals and have a specially crafted meal based on African flavors and cuisine. And so those are 3 of the animal interactive tours. And like I said, those 3 are about an hour. And then there's the Wild Africa Trek. This one is about 3 hours. And we've had a couple agents do this one. So if you are looking for more information on the experience, please reach out and I will connect you with one of the agents that have experienced the Wild Africa Trek. But this tour is, like I said, several hours. It's a little bit more adventurous. There's some rope bridges and, you're going out to explore the Savannah. There's animal interactions. I believe there's a lunch or a snack involved, but really a really adventurous and fun way to experience the Savannah and the animals at Animal Kingdom. So that is Wild Africa Trek. And those tours are coming back and will be able to be booked after February 6th. So a great add-on to 2022. And we have one more hotel opening, and I didn't check ahead of time, so I might be wrong, but I believe this might be the last hotel we've been waiting to have open at Walt Disney World. So All Star Sports is reopening in March. This is a great option because it's just adding more rooms. So I know sometimes we've been having problems with availability. The rooms have been booked up. So just getting more rooms online, it just helps everybody shift around. So even if that's not the hotel that you want to stay at, that can just help move people around, having more rooms available. So that is fantastic news to see another hotel reopening. And we've really seen over the last couple of weeks, restaurants coming back. Probably too many to mention here, but lots of restaurants are coming back and reopening. So Artist Point is coming back. Tusker House is reopened. A lot of the character dining has reopened in a new way. So, we see a lot of those old favorites coming back. So super excited to what's coming to Walt Disney World in 2022. There's no time like now to go. It's a fantastic time to visit. And so really, to sum up, 2022 is the year of travel. Everyone's getting back out there. We're excited to help people. There's something for everyone, regardless of your vaccine status or your comfort with travel, whether it's international, domestic, cruising. There are vacation options out there. People are ready to get back out there. We're excited to help you answer all your questions, make it easy for you. We are stress-free vacation planning, so you don't have to worry about things that are changing or what's going on. You have somebody to ask, somebody who has experience, and we will help take care of you, make it easy for you, and customize your trip to exactly what you want to do, because every vacation is different. So we look forward to helping you. We wish you a happy new year. Bring on 2022, and we'll hopefully hear from you.